Good morning to all of you. Today we will do how to form the pair of the linear equations for the following problems, means for the word problems, and find their solutions by the substitution method. In this video I will not discuss about the solutions by the substitution method or elimination method, because I have already sent you a video about this topic, how to solve the linear pairs by the substitution method as well as the elimination method. So we will do only how to form the pair of the linear equation for the word problems. Now the first word problem is the difference between the two numbers is 26 and one number is 3 times the other, find them. Now there are two numbers, so let the first number is x and the second number is y, because we are doing the pair of linear equation in two variables. So the first number is first variable means x and the second number is second variable means y. Now here difference is there, so it means one number is larger and second is smaller, so I have taken x greater than y. According to first line, the difference between them is 26. It means x minus y is 26. This is our first equation. One number is 3 times the other. It means one number means the greater number, and here greater number I have taken x, is 3 times the other. It means you can say x is equal to 3y. This is our second equation. Now we have both the equations. You can solve it by the substitution method, and you know very well about the substitution method. But before doing the substitution method, you will find the conditions, means whether it is a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. If it is so, it means there will be a unique solution, then only you will do the sum. Otherwise you will leave the sum. So we have two linear equations, then do it by yourself. Next is the larger of the two supplementary angles exceed the smaller by 18 degree, find them. Let first angle is x degree and the second angle is y degree, and let us assume x degree is greater than y degree. Now according to the first line, larger of the two supplementary angles exceed the smaller by 18. It means x minus y is equal to 18, means there is a difference of 18 degree between the two angles. So we can say x degree minus y degree is equal to 18. And both the angles are supplementary angles. And what are the supplementary angles? The angles whose sum is 180 degree. So we can say x degree plus y degree is equal to 180 degree. This is the second equation. So we have both the equation. Do it by yourself by substitution method. Next word problem is the coach of a cricket team buys 7 bats and 6 balls for rupees 3,800. Later, she buys 3 bats and 5 balls for rupees 1,750. Find the cost of each bat and each ball. Let us consider the cost of one bat is rupees x and the cost of one ball is rupees y. Now 7 bats and 6 balls. It means 7x plus 6y. That cost is rupees 3,800. So it will be equal to 3,800. Similarly, for 3 bats and 5 balls, the cost is rupees 1,750. So we can write 3x plus 5y is equal to 1750. There are two linear equations, so we will find their solution by the substitution method. Next word problem is the taxi charges in a city consist of a fixed charge together with the charge for the distance covered. For a distance of 10 km, the charge paid is rupees 105, and for the journey of 15 km, the charge paid is rupees 155. What are the fixed charges and the charges per kilometer? And how much does a person have to pay for traveling a distance of 25 kilometer? Now here it is written that the taxi charges in a city consist of a fixed charge together with the charge for the distance covered. It means fixed charge is here, and for the distance the charge is another. So let us consider the fixed charge is rupees X and the charge per kilometer is rupees Y. So for the distance of 10 kilometer, the charge paid is rupees 105, means fixed charge is X, plus for the 10 kilometer it will be 10Y, and the total charge will be 105. It will be the first equation. Same for the journey of 15 kilometer, fixed charge is X, plus for the 15 kilometer it will be 15Y, and the total charge will be 155. So it will be X plus 15Y, which is equal to 155. This is the second equation. So we have both first equation as well as the second equation. Then we can solve it by any of the method. Next word problem. A fraction becomes 9 by 11 if 2 is added to both the numerator and the denominator. If 3 is added to both the numerator and the denominator, it becomes 5 by 6. Find the fraction. Now we know that the fraction consists of numerator as well as the denominator. Let us consider the numerator is X and the denominator is Y. Therefore, we can say the fraction will be X by Y. Then according to first condition, a fraction becomes 9 by 11 if 2 is added to both. It means if X plus 2 means 2 is added to numerator as well as 2 is added to the denominator, it will become 9 by 11. It means the fraction will be 9 by 11. So by cross multiplying and after solving, we will get our first condition, our first equation 11x minus 9y is equal to minus 4. Similarly, if we add 3 to both, means x plus 3 by y plus 3, it will be 5 by 6. By cross multiplying and after solving, we are getting our second equation, which is 6x minus 5y, which is equal to minus 3. So we can solve by any of the method and we can find the value of x and y both. Next word problem. 5 years hence, the age of Jacob will be 3 times that of his son. 5 years ago, Jacob's age was 7 times that of his son. What are their present ages? Let us consider the present age of Jacob's son is x years and the present age of Jacob is 5 years. Now here it is written 5 years hence the age of Jacob will. It means in future. So after 5 years, both ages will be y plus 5 and x plus 5. But it will be 3 times that of his son. And the son's age is x. So after 5 years, it will be x plus 5. So Jacob's age, here I have written Jacob's age. And in the right hand side, I have written Jacob's son age. So for balancing, I have multiplied 3 by his son's age. So we will find the balanced equation. And after solving, it will be y is equal to 3x plus 10. Similarly, 5 years ago, the age of Jacob's son was x minus 5 and age of Jacob was y minus 5. And it was 7 times. So here the age of Jacob is and here his son's age, and we have multiplied his son's age with 7 to balance the equation because age of the father is already greater. So to balance, we have multiplied 7 by the age of his son. So after solving, we will get the another equation which is equal to y is equal to 7x minus 30. Now we can find the ages of Jacob and his son by any of the method. Next word problem is the sum of the digits of a two-digit number is 9. Also, the 9 times this number is twice the number obtained by reversing the order of the digit. Find the number. Actually here this is a two-digit number. For example, I am taking 29. It can be written as 20 plus 9 and 20 can be written as 2 into 10 plus 9. Here 9 is a unit place digit and 2 is a tens place digit. So let us consider ones place digit is x and tens place digit is y. Now the two digit number will be 10y plus x. See here, 9 is unit place digit, 2 is tens place digit, and tens place digit is multiplied by 10 plus ones place digit is multiplied by 1. Same here, I have written two digit number. In the same way, I have multiplied 10 to the tens place digit means 10y, and I have added ones place digit means x by the multiplication of 1. Now according to question, the sum of the digits, here x and y both are digits, so their sum is 9, so we can say x plus y is equal to 9. This is our first equation. Also the 9 times this number means this number. 9 times of this number is twice the number obtained by reversing the order of the digit. Means after reversing the order, means x will be here and y will be here. Like this, it will become 10x plus y if we will reverse the digits. It is written 9 times this number. Our number was 10y plus x. So its 9 times will be equal twice, means 2 times the number obtained by reversing the order, and the number obtained by reversing the order is 10x plus y. So 9 times this number will be equal to the twice the number obtained by reversing the order. So after solving, we are getting the equation is x minus 8y is equal to 0. So we are having with the two equations, solve it by any one of the method. Next example, Meena went to a bank to withdraw rupees 2000. She asked the cashier to give her rupees 50 and rupees 100 notes only. Meena got 25 notes in all. Find how many notes of 50 rupees and 100 rupees she received. Let us consider the number of the 50 rupees notes. She is having x and the number of rupees 100 note she is having is y. Now total notes is 25. So we can say x plus y is 25. This is our first equation. Now she went to a bank to withdraw rupees 2000. It means she is having 2000 rupees. And she is having 50 rupees notes and 100 rupee notes. So we will multiply 50 by x and 100 by y, and then we will add both. We will get the total money she has, and total money she has is 2000. So 50x plus 100y will be equal to 2000. I have divided both sides by 50. It will be x plus 2y is equal to 40. So there are two equations. Do it by any one of the method. Next word problem is, a lending library has a fixed charge for the first 3 days and additional charges for each day thereafter. Sarita paid rupees 27 for a book kept for 7 days, while Susie paid rupees 21 for the book she kept for the 5 days. Find the fixed charge and the charge for the extra days. Now remember here, the fixed charge is for the first 3 days and Sarita is taking the book for 7 days. It means for the 3 days she has a fixed charge. Now she has to pay for the other 4 days. Similarly, Susie has fixed charge for the 3 days. It means she has to give for the another 2 days. So let us the fixed charge is rupees X for the 3 days and the charges for the extra days is rupees Y. So X plus 4Y is equal to 27. Why it is 4Y? She has taken for 7 days but for the 3 days it is fixed. So we will subtract that 3 days from the 7 days. So we will get X plus 4Y is equal to 27 and X plus 2Y is equal to 21. Both the equations we have solved it any one of the method.